Hello Game Status, just doing an update video on the recent Black Ops 4 announcement. I have to admit I'm really disappointed because they haven't really changed anything. No one has really watched my previous video, but in that I discuss how games need to evolve. I was kind of all over the place, but the point of it was games and the developers behind those games need to evolve what they're making. And one of the points that I recently made on Angry Joe's reaction to Black Ops 4 reveal is that they could have done a isometric squad-based tactical shooter, Call of Duty Tactics, you could call it. I mean, it's similar to Fallout Tactics, okay, except more dynamic, more in-depth. You could, oh man, companies now aren't thinking outside the box of what they're making. They just keep making the same thing over and over and over again, and it's proven with Black Ops 4. They've taken out single player, and I thought IGN or The No came out and said, no, those rumors have been debunked and the person behind it was lying. And I thought, oh, okay, well, you know, that's good news. You know, they're going to stick to a single player campaign, so I might get it. But when they announced it and all they were showing off was multiplayer and that was going to be their focus, I thought, I can't be bothered with this anymore. There's been that many Call of Duty games that I'm just sick of it, you know. And the people that I don't get are the ones that sit in the audience at those events. They're the ones I don't get. You know, it's like they say, oh, you have to be a mega fan of Call of Duty to sit in our seats and you have to applaud and cheer. It's like, no, you're just encouraging them to keep giving you the same crap. They could have done a third-person cover-based Call of Duty game. Made it like you're still in the action, but you're looking over the player's shoulder or over the character's shoulder, and it would, oh my god, it would just been so amazing. But all we get now is another first-person Black Ops 4. Great. Woo! And then there's rumor of a Battlefield 5. I mean, again, I don't see any change happening to Battlefield. I think Battlefield 5 is just going to be an exact carbon copy of the previous Battlefield. They might make it, I don't know when they'd said it. I don't even know what Battlefield 1 was set in. World War 1, World War 2, World War, all over the place. I don't know. But it's just going to be exactly the same thing. First-person shooter. You're going to be able to fly planes, drive tanks, get into a boat and blow people up. It's going to be the same thing. They're not going to make it more dynamic or more. They're not going to evolve what you're doing. You know, like if you watch my previous video where I talk about the evolution of gaming, I tell you, if they take out the core feature of Battlefield or Call of Duty, which is the first-person shooter aspect, they take that out and they put in cover-based shooter or isometric squad-based tactical shooter, and that would be awesome. unfortunately, they don't, and doesn't look like they ever will. So I'm not getting the Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I know they've come out with a specialist edition, but I have zero interest in it. Pre-ordering it, access to the private beta. Oh wow, really? And if you're in Australia, you'll see that they still don't have a PC specialist edition. It's always going to be PS4, Xbox One. Maybe that's their system sellers. Maybe that's where they get most of their players. Who knows? Or maybe they have limited players. So if you want the game and you want that specialist edition, then you'll have to get it on Xbox or you'll have to get it on PS4. They don't actually show you what you get in it. It's a steel case, artwork not final. It's a 5-inch statue. Digital content, 1100. Call of Duty points plus bonus digital items. So they're already throwing in microtransactions and loot boxes and that sort of crap. Because you know when you've got these digital coins, I know you can't see it, but when you know that they're putting in these coins, that you're going to be getting this kind of currency, then you know it's going to be for loot boxes or other garbage. Well, that's EA for you. They've already come out and said, well, we're not doing it. We're not removing loot boxes. We don't care what the government says. We don't care what the rest of the world says. We're keeping it in because we're greedy. We love money. Anyway, the other thing is, I recently watched a Yongye video about Casey Hudson coming out with a new mission statement for BioWare, saying it's all going to be about the hero you want to play. I think that's a jab at Mass Effect Andromeda because we weren't able to play the hero we wanted. We were all stuck playing the same boring ass character, Ryder. No attitude. Lets everyone walk all over him or her. There's the other thing is that they were saying something about adding future content to Anthem. Yongye hinted at this being possibly microtransactions or loot boxes added in subtly, because that's what EA is good at, being sneaky. Anyway, that's it guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.